So here we go, off the mark. Right, welcome back guys to another video, and what we've got for you today is, as you can see behind me, another JDM car. This one is a Subaru Impreza WRX STi, and it's not the UK car, so it doesn't come with the can be troublesome 2.5. It's a JDM model and it's quite a rare car. It's the 20th anniversary edition, so the Subaru only made 300 of these to actually celebrate basically 20 years of the STi, and they've put a few special bits on it, so which I'll go through on the rest of the video. But yeah, I've got one of the rarest colors here as well, which is black. I think it's obsidian something black, if I remember correctly. Please do correct me if I'm wrong though. But yeah, it's a beautiful car, stunning looking car, and it drives absolutely amazing. As you can probably see, I'm a big JDM fan anyway, and this is actually, to get my hands on one of these, feels very good honestly. And but yeah, I hope you enjoy the video guys. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, Performance Lifestyles. Check us out on Instagram, performance_lifestyles. We're on Facebook as well, Performance Lifestyles. And if you like basically what you see, please do like the video, share the video, and if you'd also like your car featured, drop us an email, pflifestyle@hotmail.com. The email will be at the bottom of the screen and in the description as always, and we will be more than happy to get your car on there. But for today, we've got the JDM Scooby, so check it out. So here it is, the Subaru Impreza STi 20th anniversary, and as you can see from the go, it's actually not a standard car. It's got quite a few aftermarket touches on it, which I'll go through in later on in the video, so yeah, do check it out. But I mean, just the overall stance, the overall looks on this car, I think it looks probably twice as good as a standard car, in all honesty. It's just, with it sitting at this sort of height, the bulges, the arches are actually quite emphasized, they're exaggerated, and I mean, just look at it. And then with the side skirt extensions and these wheels and stuff, it's actually a very good overall package. The first thing you probably notice is these headlights. They are aftermarket headlights, and they've got this side light sort of thing going on around here, which is actually quite a snazzy feature. They're quite a sought after modification as well, and I believe these are like a JDM thing, so yeah, they're quite a rare thing as well. Apart from the lights on the front end, it's also got a splitter, which is I believe a genuine STi splitter, because it's got the STi badge. And I mean, just look at that thing. It is absolutely stunning. It's a beautiful car. It's fitted with a set of Advan Racing wheels, and I believe these are Advan RS2s, which are quite a rare wheel. And as you can see, these are actually in immaculate condition, and they've obviously got the Advan Racing made in Japan, which is a JDM wheel, JDM car, so yeah, it sits quite nicely. And obviously the standard sort of things on this car are the 4-pot Brembos on the 4-pot calipers on the front, the black on here, and I believe the Spec Cs come with gold calipers. Do correct me, like I said, if I'm wrong. I believe the Spec Cs do come with gold calipers, but yeah, this one's got aftermarket discs, aftermarket wheels, carbon fibre side skirt extensions, which do actually look quite nice. They flick up at the back here. And the other thing you're probably noticing is, what is it grey here? This is actually like a PPF from the factory, but what happens is over time, I mean, bearing in mind this car is 14 years old, so the sun's actually got to it, and it's been in Japan for probably most of its life. Not sure when it was imported, but it doesn't look like a old import anyway, so it looks like a fairly recent import, purely because of how tidy and clean it is, and the underside is mint as well. So yeah, that's just a PPF which can come off, and it looks good. But yeah, and then again, the rear wheels, the rears come with 2-pot STi calipers, black, which actually look quite smart. And again, it's fitted with these carbon fibre, bit of dirt on there, carbon fibre rear spats as well. And again, just generally speaking, I mean, the car is, these cars actually do look absolutely mega. They look beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And the spoiler is standard feature. Wind deflector is more of a JDM thing, but I think it suits the cars quite nicely. And again, The wings, the vents on the front wings, they do serve a purpose because they are completely factory standard. I think it's something to do with cooling. Somebody stuck a badge on it, which I'm not sure why. But yeah, and then black STi badges on the wings as well. They're usually silver. So I mean, just when I mentioned the stance, I mean, this is what I mean. Just look at that. I think it looks quite beautiful. It's actually a very, very nice, smart looking car. And over to the back end, somebody's actually made an attempt at tinting the lights, but they are normally clear, so they've got a red film on them and then look quite okay, I suppose better than standard. And the biggest obviously difference on the back is normally they come with twin pipes on each side. Now you can see there, that side is blank, there's nothing there, and this side's got a single exit exhaust, and I believe it is a Fujitsu exhaust system, and again a carbon fibre rear diffuser, which looks like it the R205 Subaru Imprezas have a very similar thing to that, and they do look quite snazzy. So, and again, the R205 is something that's extremely rare. I think there's probably only a handful in the UK, like half a dozen of them in the UK. And again, they are another variant of the hatchback Impreza. So to a normal, even a normal Subaru guy, they're just all the same thing, but you'd be very wrong because they are nowhere near the same thing. They are they're very different to drive from each other. And we should hopefully have a completely standard anniversary on the channel very soon as well, so please do feel free to check that out. And what I will do is I'm going to try get my hands on a couple of other rare JDM cars as well, so watch this space. And like I said, we've got plenty of JDM content on the channel, do check that out. And we've also got a lot of other performance cars, your Germans, RS Audis and M-Power cars and stuff, so AMGs and stuff as well, so do check them out. Right, onto the inside of this car. And the moment you open the door, the first thing you obviously realise is it comes with Recaro bucket seats. And again, I think the black stitching, STi stitching on the seats is bespoke to the anniversary because they're usually pinky ready sort of thing. And then obviously you get the Recaro stitching over there, and they are a very hugging seat. They've got leather bolsters here which are fairly flexible, and these massive bolsters on the actual for your back. And again, I think they are very, very, very nice hugging seats, which is what you need. If you're tracking these cars or driving them quite spiritedly, you want to be held in your seat and not just be thrown about, sliding around everywhere. And again, STi 20th anniversary sill plates here, which have still got the factory blue sticker on it. It's quite a rare thing. Bear in mind, this car is 14 years old. And with it being a JDM car, it comes with or anniversary even, it comes with the red STi push button start. Let's get into the car. The STi actual steering wheels are the same as the UK, but they don't have any multifunction features. The UK cars do actually have the stereo controls, which in this case is aftermarket anyway, but the Japanese cars don't come with that. And then the rest of the inside is actually is exactly the same as any other car, any other STi hatchback. So you got the STi here, you got the adjustable center differential controls here. You can leave it in auto or manual, and you can move the power to the front or the back. But if you leave it in auto, Subarus are a symmetrical four-wheel drive car, so basically it's 50-50 power split, but you can adjust it via the center diff. And now then you also get these SI drive features here, so you put it into sports on that side, which is standard. You push the button down for intelligent, which kind of like makes it feel a bit lethargic, but it saves fuel apparently. And then you put in sports sharp, which is like the full-on feature. Everything is very responsive, should I say, and it does actually feel way better to drive in standard form. But I believe this car has been remapped, and it's about 370 odd brake horsepower with similar sort of torque figures, so it actually goes like a bit of a stabbed rat, to be fair. And again, the other thing on the inside with these is it's obviously keyless entry, so you got the button on the door handle which is there. As long as the key's in your pocket, you can press that and it locks and unlocks. And so what I'll do, and they also come with clock sweep, so if I press the push button start button, snazzy feature. I think it is just the the JDM cars that come with that, and it actually does look quite smart. And like I said, the rest of it is quite, standard. Shut this door before the bleeping annoys the living daylights out of me. Black roof lining. Somebody's put LED lights, and you get 3 seats in the back, so again, perfectly usable car. The armrest does fold up, so it is a perfectly usable car, 5-seater car, which you can quite comfortably seat 5 normal sized people, no problems at all. Obviously the 2 in the front are laughing because you got your own bespoke individual seats, but the back ones, 3 small people, and you get 5 people in this car, no problems at all. But yeah, what we'll do is we'll go for a quick little drive before I've got to hand this car back over, and then we'll conclude the video. But before actually we even do the drive, I'll show you under the bonnet, and then we can go on to the drive. So check it out. So there is the EJ20. I don't know what number goes after that. You know, so just an EJ20 block. So it's a 2-litre turbocharged block. The turbo is sitting just there, and you can see it's got an aftermarket manifold, Zero Sports intake pipe, beat rush, kind of like alternator cover, belt cover, Samco hoses, and a cooling panel on the front. So, and the rest of it is literally just a standard sort of STi sort of interior. Oh, and the other thing is the anniversaries do come with this actual strut brace, which has a split in the middle underneath that rubber thing there, and it apparently improves is very rigid, and to be fair, they do make a massive difference. And you generally do notice that on the drive, or when you're driving them quite hard, they do grip. They're very, very grippy cars, with them being a 4-wheel drive, and then a lot of kind of like stiffening braces on the actual car make a massive difference, and they are a very, very good car. So what we'll do is we'll go for a little spin in this car, and then we'll conclude the video as per usual. And like I mentioned, guys, subscribe to our YouTube channel, Performance Lifestyles. Check us out on Instagram, performance_lifestyles, and we're on Facebook as well, Performance Lifestyles. If you'd like your car featured, drop us an email, pflifestyle@hotmail.com, and we will be more than happy to accommodate, obviously. And like I said, please, if you do like the video as well, if you do like the content, like the video, share the video, and help us grow. But for today, we'll catch you on the drive. And the first thing, obviously, as a driver, you realize is how firm this car is. Subaru Impreza STIs, or any performance car for that matter, especially Japanese, they've got a quite firm suspension, and that obviously helps with the handling side of things. But with this one sitting on coilovers, I'm not too sure the brand of coilovers, but you can feel it, and it's bearable. You can live with it, but they are, you could tell, this car means business. This is a serious piece of motor, and it drives just like any other Impreza. Drive it normal, cruising around, 6th gear, perfectly fine. There's no sort of harshness to it. It's just literally a very nice car to drive. And as with all Impreza STIs, I suppose, they're all a very, very good car to drive. If you've never had the joy of actually driving one, you won't understand what I mean. But I'm sure as a petrol head, you've probably heard and read up about these things, and I'm telling you now, they drive, handle just as well as they're made out to be, because they are absolutely bloody awesome. So I'm driving it in intelligent mode now, which is kind of like the fuel efficient mode. And then the moment you flick it into sports mode, which is the standard mode that this car is, when you start up and start to drive it, that's the standard mode it's in. And then you could feel the throttle response is ever so slightly better than in intelligent. But the moment you put it into sports sharp, which I will do just here, so like nice in sports sharp, oh, this is absolutely awesome. The feedback you get from the car it's a very immense feeling. This is why you can see they were renowned and well renowned. Oh, what an amazing car. Whoever's got this car is one lucky owner. Honestly, one lucky owner. It grips. You can actually feel it gripping. Oh, this is amazing. This is absolutely amazing. I think I've fallen in love with this car. This car is fantastic, to say the least. I know the hatchback variants weren't really highly desirable initially when they were first released, but you know, going on now for 14 years later, they've got this cult following, and obviously they've gained a lot of supporters and followers, and honestly I am one of them as well. With this car you get a bit of the rawness of the older predecessors, but more creature comforts, and in standard form they can be a bit soft, but again they've got a touch of firmness to them, which obviously helps with the handling. But yeah, honestly they're actually a very impressive car to drive, and when it comes to power and handling, there's not really many cars out there that can match them. Back in the days it was the Mitsubishi Evo and Scooby. You were either a Scooby guy or an Evo guy. I was predominantly an Evo guy, to be fair, but the Subarus have actually, you know, they have grown on me. After having driven a few, they are a very special car, and I've driven a fair few rare models as well. So, and I'm hoping to actually get a Spec C on the channel very soon, a hatchback. We have got a video of a Spec C Saloon on the channel, which was quite a rare car, an extremely rare car to be fair, so do feel free to check that out. But yeah, I mean, everything is where you'd need it to be. The steering is pinpoint accurate, and they have to be, I suppose, when the Japanese racing drivers were hammering STIs around tracks, you had to be on par, they had to be there. Steering had to be very, very accurate, otherwise this is, you know, and even on rally tracks, because predominantly these were known as rally cars, obviously, but there was quite a few track cars out there as well that were completely demolishing a lot of their competition. So yeah, they get a thumbs up from me regardless, and I'm sure you're probably aware, looking at the previous content on our channel, I've mentioned that a few times. They get a very big thumbs up from me, definitely. And now with this car actually having the Recaro seats, which are very hugging, you actually sit in your place. There's no, some people probably think, yeah, but you sit in your place anyway as a driver. Yes, you do. But certain cars, when you go around a bit of a roundabout or a bend, your ass does slide around here and there. But in these, you're not going anywhere. Honestly, the bolsters on the back here, the bolsters on the base, they will keep you firmly in your seat regardless of what you're doing, or, you know, on racetracks. Obviously it all adds towards the whole appeal, the whole driving experience. I mean, this one's actually got a stainless steel exhaust, Fujitsu bow I think it is. Intake and everything is standard, as you've probably seen on the walk around and stuff, but it just feels very responsive. It has been remapped to around 370 brake horsepower from what I was told by the owner, and you can tell it's got some poke in it. I mean, we're stuck in a bit of traffic here, well, slow moving traffic, so well, I'll see if I get a bit of an opportunity to open it up and you'll know what I mean. With this being a 2.2 litre JDM car, it comes with the equal length manifolds, headers, whatever you want to call them, so you don't get that burble that you get from a UK car. So it's more of a rasp, because the UK cars do have that burble, and the bug eye JDMs have it as well, but on these it is more of a rasp, and what a noise. Seriously, what a very good noise this is. It's even there, it's that fourth gear, you put your foot down and it's wanting to take off. And with most cars, as soon as you see a bend, and you have to start slowing down. With these, they give you that confidence. And if you're a really rubbish driver, then it's a false sense of confidence, because yeah, they will still lose control, but they handle so good, so good. And this is one of the reasons why they are so popular, and this is one of the things that they are renowned for. They handle very, very well. You can blast them, and I've driven these before on track, and they're very difficult to beat, because they literally just plant and go. And obviously if you launch them off the mark as well, then something with a bit of power, they will fly. They literally want to take off. Inside the cabin as well, it's very quiet considering the modifications. You can't hear no drone, you can't hear anything. It's just a very pleasant place to be. When you put your foot down, you can actually hear it sucking in the air, even though it's not got an open cone filter. It is an enclosed box, and I'm guessing it is just that Zero Sports intake that's creating that noise, that suction. The drive is so rewarding. You could get far more powerful cars and more comfortable cars that can, in essence, do the job, but they won't do it as well and as fun as this car does, and as these type of cars do. The Japanese are well known and well renowned for creating a masterpiece of a car. The likes of the Impreza STi, the Evos, even the classic Celica GT4s and Supras, and the revs are almost like motorbike like. It carries on revving, and bearing in mind it's a turbocharged car and it revs. It will rev to 8,500 RPM. There's not many cars out there that can do that. Right, I think it's about time I gave the car back and concluded the video. So I hope you've enjoyed the video, folks. I really do. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, Performance Lifestyles. Check us out on Instagram, performance_lifestyles. And we're on Facebook as well, Performance Lifestyles. And if you'd like your car featured, drop us an email, pflifestyle@hotmail.com, and we will be more than happy to accommodate. And if you do like the content, like the video, click on that thumbs up button, click on that like button, and share the video. Help us grow. Stay safe, people, and we will catch you on the next video.
Ha ha ha!